You know, it's easy to spend so much time on negative stuff. I already posted about this, didn't I? I think I did. Well, maybe I haven't. I made another post called The Caveman, about a caveman named Jeremy, and the emergency response that's constantly being triggered by Facebook and social media and logging on. Constantly there's an emergency. The world is ending. There's a terrorist. There's a shooter. Ever. Forever. It's just never ending. When can you log on to Facebook for 5 minutes or social media and not see at least 10 warnings about the end of the world or the end of something, you know? And now that I'm 52, I've lived past the expiration date 6 or 7 times now. I've already survived the end of the world. It predicted for sure, but no, for sure this time is really the time. This is the one. I've lived past it over and over again with no events, you know. So yeah, you start to go, okay. And you know, I was raised on by Armageddonists. My mom, she's mellowed out a little bit now, but when I was young, she was a real diehard Armageddonist. Like every day, this is the end of the world. Sign of the times. Sign of the times. You know, told that the world was going to end, and Jesus was going to return in the millennial. You know, Armageddon was always right around the corner. In fact, they used to tell us, we're in, you know, it's 12:59 on the last, you know, the last minute, the last hour, the last day before the millennial. Time goes on. Of course, it could all happen next year. Who knows? But what I know is that nobody knows. They don't know. They don't know. Anybody who pretends to have the end of the world in their sights and they know when it's going to come and how it's going to come, they don't know. They don't. I don't care how many degrees they have hanging on the wall, what their background is. You know, they just don't know. And chances are their kids are going to die of old age too. I mean, and that's not to say civilizations haven't come and gone. They have come and gone, but they didn't come and go because they, you know, didn't ride the bus to work. Do you know what I'm saying? They didn't come and go because of plastic straws. The thing that annoys me about all this is that, and by the way, I'm not some denier, which I hate that term, by the way, because that's a dogmatic term. It's like basically saying heresy. It's a religious term, right? Now, I'm going to switch topics for a second here. I got rid of religion in my mid-20s, right? And thinking, oh, well, the world's headed towards a more irrational, secular way of thinking. And I look down my nose on religion and like, oh, you stupid idiots, why do you need religion? I'm realizing now in my old age, half a century old, 52, that people have this desire to be religious built into them, I believe. Not all, obviously. I feel like I'm an exception to that. But what I find is if people don't have their church, they put that seemingly genetically coded desire to have faith and believe or answer the unanswerable questions into something else, namely the state, or also science. Science is, you know, being run like a religion these days, you know. 97% of the people agree. You can't disagree. I mean, obviously that's not how science works. It doesn't work on consensus. Science is based on repeatable actions, you know. Anyway, I'm off track here. But what I don't like about it is science like many of the other faiths, and the state, like many of the other faiths that I try to get away from, end up taking on the same characteristics of these churches. You can't deny, you can't lose faith. If you're not a believer, you're a heretic, and conformity is a must. And also the ugly message that I really hated about religion was that you're a sinner. You're a sinner. You don't deserve to live. You're at a deficit already, and you owe. In religion, it was Jesus, and the other religions have their equivalents. But now the environmentalists are taking that same approach. It's like everywhere you turn, it's like you, human, bad. You're bad. You're wrecking the earth. Your existence is killing this bunny. Look at you. You're making this bunny's life hard. You don't deserve to live. The bunny deserves to live. And, of course, I love the people that say we can all live in harmony. And I believe in that stuff, too. Let's figure out a way so everybody can live in harmony the best we can. But can we just get rid of the language and the message that humans aren't part of nature as well? That human beings are like the bunnies. We're also the bunnies and the deer. We also need to thrive. Human beings, you listening, you deserve to also live and thrive and flourish. And you can probably do your part to make life on Earth better. You're probably not going to solve it all by yourself. And who knows who will. And who knows if it needs to be solved. I mean, a disaster could come wipe everybody out in a second anyway. One meteor and the whole argument seems stupid. Right? No plastic straws. Kablam, meteor. Yeah, okay. I told you I'm a preacher, man. I'm going to preach. So that's my message to you. You, dear listener, deserve to live and flourish, and you shouldn't worry so much. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. And all you've got to do is do your very best to take care of yourself and the people you love. If you do that, you're doing more than your fair share. There you go. Have a nice day.